Fine and
There once was a podcast in the great internet of internets. It was called Fine and Dandy. Muy influential podcast. You have to remember, folks, where there's a podcast, there's a Fine and Dandy.
The ship has landed. We are now on planet Earth.
welcome. A journey awaits.
Fine and Dandy has now landed. We are on the planet. We're in the building.
We're fine and landy, because we landed.
We have now landed.
I was licking my leg.
Yo, so do you remember on YouTube Ty Lopez?
I never saw his shit, but I do remember him.
Hearing about him and stuff.
I never saw any of his videos, but I do remember that name and like him being a YouTube star.
Oh, I wouldn't even go as
wouldn't
far.
say a star.
Yeah, when I was like, that's a
Notable on YouTube, I guess.
just there was so back on YouTube you didn't have YouTube Premium, so you had ads. Everyone had ads, you know what I mean? You
Right.
couldn't pay to not have ads. So this motherfucker paid to have an ad on YouTube. And it would be I'm in here in my garage with these Lamborghinis. But you know what's even better than these Lamborghinis? These 7 new bookshelves I just installed. Knowledge.
Oh yeah, he told me about this cat.
Yeah, so it's always like
That's what it was.
knowledge. Find a mentor. Read. Mentors. And then he'd be like, I have a mentorship. I think he was the birth of all the mentorships where it's,
He was the mentor of all mentorships,
I think
even
so.
though he had a mentor.
Yeah.
So could he have birthed mentorship if he had a mentor?
Yes.
Wow.
He birthed it, dude.
He birded
He
it.
birthed it.
He birded it.
Birthed it.
Like
Birthed
a,
it.
like a pigeon.
He birthed.
Birthed.
Birthed it.
Dude, what if like you could birth it? I'm sorry, I'm just being silly today.
Yeah, no. So
I'm on my silly goose vibes today, guys.
silly goose,
silly goose
crazy,
vibes.
silly goose. Yeah, no, but
Sorry.
brought to you by
Doofles Incorporated.
Doofle bags. But
So
so
if we're just like
but pe-
without knowing, just raising the stock of like Doofles as a company,
right now, little by little,
just like
all
talking about it.
all 5 of our listeners.
You're talking about it.
But no,
Fuck, you're right, dude.
so he started that whole thing where it was a bunch of people would charge you money
Mm-hmm.
for VIP memberships and shit, so you could learn more knowledge
Okay.
and get more mentorship. But people were just drawing on whiteboards, and if you follow the steps and you read books and you find mentors, and they would just find different ways of saying that the further you got up there and the more you paid.
So the
you leave
more
behind-
premium your membership was, the more premium
The word
their vocabulary became.
that's what it was. Yeah.
That's
Thank
dope.
Joel Osteen.
See, but like
You leave behind the negative.
you gotta think.
You allow the positive.
Is it worth? Is it worth it though?
I don't know. I mean, maybe it was like worth networking. You met other people who were also hustling, grinding.
Or also like, if you're gonna get words of encouragement, like if you're gonna be a member, why not get the best words of encouragement? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, pay for it.
you gotta pay for the premium if you're stupid enough to pay for it at all.
I mean, I could just go to Gary Vee online and hear him give me a speech and yell at me if I really want
I mean, if
to
you
get motivated.
yeah, I guess. Or you could just go to like,
Stop going out on the weekends. Stop eating out.
or you could just
Work 60 hours a week and let your dad give you a $6 million wine company so you can turn it into a $60 million wine company.
yeah. That guy's so inspirational.
Damn, he really inspired me to go find a dad that has money.
I'm not gonna lie though, like
My mentor is my dad, and my dad is my mentor.
it's so crazy how the portrayal of like living in LA and like being around the Hollywood scene is just like people spending so much exuberance amounts of money on random shit just to like have a face
Yeah.
or just to like uphold an image and
Some-
things like that.
Sometimes that's what it takes to get your name out there. I mean, what was it?
It's
Danny
kinda
Gonzalez
wild.
was talking about, because people are always talking about like, hey, does your like moving affect like your job at all? You know, YouTube. He's like, well, I mean, first off, most people think I live in LA because I'm a YouTuber. That's not true at all. I think he lives in Illinois.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
So he was just, yeah, I actually live in Illinois. So I mean,
I mean, I
it doesn't really affect much. Because people think when you think of YouTuber or like influencer or anything like that, what are you thinking? You're thinking LA.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, maybe Miami, maybe like the Miami party scene and shit like that, clubbing scene. I feel like there's got to be like a few influencers that down there. LA, New York, Miami. Probably now that like people are starting to respect, I guess, the music scene a lot more. You could probably add Atlanta, Houston, and Chicago to those.
I wouldn't even put
Maybe St. Louis.
for influencing. I wouldn't put
Probably not
Houston.
St. Louis.
Houston's not very big. Like,
You don't think?
yeah, I mean, it's not big on that. I don't think. Like
I feel like
LA,
it's
when
got
you
its
think of
own
like
niche.
image and just
Well, true.
shit,
It's
it's the
it's more
place.
on the smaller side, but I feel like, yeah, no, I feel for sure.
I
Yeah,
just
you're right.
I
It's
just
more
think
LA shit.
funny, just like people look at shit like that. You know, you look at just online in general. That's what I want to be. But then you think about it, it's like, okay, these people are doing what? Especially like the people who are like knowledge. It was Russ said it best. I'm lying. He definitely didn't say it great at all. He said
Russ
it.
said it best, guys.
He actually said it absolutely terrible. Like I got what his message was, but he said it absolutely dumb as fuck. He said the question was one of the questions was what's the most romantic thing you could do for somebody? He said fuck fuck 'em mentally.
Fuck 'em mentally.
Or fuck the shit out of 'em mentally.
Shit. Mentally fuck the shit out of her. Hey, for real. Motherfuckers want to be doing all this other whatever shit. Cool. You know the most productive shit you could do with a woman or with anyone in general in life is mentally fuck the shit out of them and put them onto some new wavelengths and new material knowledge-wise so they can use it to make their life better.
That's what it was. And you're like, all right.
Wait, did you say romantic?
He's like, and he starts laughing. He's like, nah, but for real. He's like, some people want flowers or they want a bath and roses. He's like, what? That's gonna last what, like 5 minutes? I was like, all right, bro. Like, I get it, but you're sounding really dumb right now. Like,
You sound kind of
what?
weird
You had a
right
long
now.
day at work and you want to relax? No.
Get over here, baby. Let me fuck your mind. Let me fuck you mentally.
Said, what? You want me to massage your feet because you've been on your feet all day and I've just been sitting here and making beats? Get your mind right. Elevate your mindset.
Said, you want to sit down and relax? You can sleep when you die.
You want me to take you to dinner and eat a 5-star meal? No. I want to read you calculus to elevate your mind. Like, bro, that's what it sounded. I got
heard of the third law of thermodynamics?
48 laws of power. Let me read it to you real quick so I can elevate your mind so that way you have the knowledge so that way your brain's big so I can fuck you mentally.
Power. Strength.
Dude. I don't know, that stuff blows my mind. It's just I get it. There's like this whole thing behind, knowledge
Yeah.
and learning and grinding and hustling. But I think there's a point where it's oversold, so it just seems dumb as fuck.
My thought process is like if you're actually out here elevating your mind and like trying to gain more knowledge, you're probably not posting about the knowledge that you're gaining. Like people that I don't know, it's kind of weird that like you project this image out that like I'm elevating my mind. I read books all the time. It's like, well, like why are you saying that? That's so weird. It's like if you're actually gaining knowledge, like how did you get to a point where you felt like you needed to share that information?
I think officially my next Instagram post is gonna be a post of books,
Yeah.
and then my caption is gonna be gaining knowledge, bro. Fuck.
See,
Holy shit.
I can do like whenever people post on their stories of like highlighted lines from a book that they're reading that like maybe spoke to them. Like I get it, you know what I mean? Like, but also it's weird whenever people like you're saying like go out and project as if I have knowledge. I think the most romantic thing that I could do is fuck the shit out of her mentally type shit. It's like you have to be a certain type of cocky to be able to say a wild sentence like that.
I just think that's like the internet, anyways. Though
That's true.
it's
It's a meme culture.
the yeah, right. The hardworking person usually is in the background putting it. Like, I feel like the hardest working people most of the time, other than, maybe if you're looking at Rock or Kevin Hart, I would say they work hard. But a lot of the hardest working people, people behind the scenes doing the editing, are the people, like putting work into the outfits or the choreography or making shit, whatever the case may be, setting up the events that are going on. Those people are not usually posted.
Yeah.
You usually see a face for all that. You only see the
Right.
glamorous parts of it. Like, who puts together the Met Gala? Who's setting
Right.
everything up? Who's the team?
Yeah.
I'm sure somebody knows. I'm sure there's people who follow all of that. But,
Right. But it's not widely
you're there for...
distributed like as if whenever the Met Gala pictures come out, it's like all over Twitter. It's trending, and
Who are the
you
photographers?
but you don't get that. You might see like a photo cred, but realistically, it's like also who are the photographers? Like you said, who set up this event? Who what's the word? It's not choreographed. It's whenever you like who organized like the red carpet, who organized like the setting, who organized the food, like who was in charge of all this shit.
Putting that stuff together is stressful.
Right. Did these people get their credit that's due? I don't know, but it's a good question.
Everyone's got a face, and it's always the person who's posting something on their pages.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. But I mean...
But that's what I'm saying is like if you're really doing something, why do you feel the need to post it? It's kind of weird.
It is. I mean, it is weird, but you also have to think this day and age, just, having a
Yeah.
following, it can amount to a lot.
That's fair.
If people believe that you're a certain someone, I mean, if you can sell people on whatever you want them to sell them on, whether that's an image or
Yeah.
because you are a brand. Most people
Right.
are brands these days. If you can sell them on who you are, I mean, that's everything.
That's fair.
I mean, you could be Jeffree Star and be racist and apologize as many times as you want and say you changed.
I don't know why you said Jeffree Star. My mind went to Patrick Star.
That's hilarious. I mean, they're not far from each other. I feel like in terms of
What?
build. But I mean, if you're someone with that many like followers, you're gonna have people say it's all right. You didn't mean it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like
There'll
they
probably be
not?
like half of your followers be like, "It's all right, he did me," and the other half are like, "Ooh, what did he mean by this?"
I mean, I'll be the first to say if there's something stupid happening on the internet, I'm gonna laugh and not be. What happened? What's that Mickey Mouse video where he runs out? He's like, "What happened?" Dude, I wish.
Yeah, I know what you're
Dude,
talking
that
about.
one's always. That's a classic. I don't even know why. That's just stupid.
That
that's
shit
one of my
hits
favorite.
hard
Yeah, it's only a 3-second video.
on
Just-
YouTube.
Just him running over. What happened? What happened? What happened? Just, oh shit! But
That's hilarious.
yeah, no. If there's always some beef, I mean, at this point, I do feel like it's just we're being fed the dumbest shit. What was it? Antonio Brown was in the studio with Kanye.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
He's also on the Note Boys podcast.
Did you see the video where it was all of them in a room? It was Floyd Mayweather,
Yeah.
Antonio Brown, Madonna, Kanye. Someone's getting paid to be here.
Oh yeah,
I
for
don't
sure.
think Someone's for sure getting paid to be here. What are they all in a room for? They're all 40, 50s. You're telling me they're all just, yeah, let's randomly get together and party.
Yeah, Antonio Brown's like 34, 33.
I know
32?
Mayweather's in his 40s.
No, I
Pretty
know.
sure, right?
Antonio Brown's
Right?
actually younger though. I think he might be 31, 32, maybe 33.
Let's see. How old? Kanye's in his 40s too, right? Madonna's in her 50s.
Yeah, for sure that. Mayweather's I think maybe in his 50s as well. I know he's in his 40s.
Let's see here. He is.
Floyd Mayweather is
Oh, I've clicked the wrong thing. I meant to click. They got for me with a junior.
Not but I feel you though. Whenever you see
He's
shit like that,
44. He's
whenever
44 years old.
yeah, whenever you see shit like that, you're like, how the fuck are these people in the same room? Like, what is
Kanye
going
West
on?
is also 44 years old.
Antonio Brown is why is my shit look
So I'm looking at that, and I'm just thinking. And then you look at. I'm not a big tabloid person, but I just had to talk
yeah,
about it 'cause-
Antonio Brown's 33.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not
So then Kanye's 44.
they're both 40. Madonna's in her 50s, like you said. I mean, it's just weird. I'm not saying it's like
I'm not. I mean, you're only as young as you feel. Don't get me wrong, but at that point, where if you're just sitting, she's 63.
it's
first of
weird
all.
how Antonio Brown jumped off the field mid game and then just got like more famous.
Right.
Like, I don't know, like he was still a star before that game and he was a star when he walked off the field, but like somehow he is going on
His career can be in the toilet, and somehow
he's going on like a world tour right now.
Dude.
Like, I don't know what it is, but it's kind of crazy. It is what it is.
That shit is in.
Maybe all you have to do is have a big following and then do outrageous shit.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
That's
You-
the key to success,
people,
I guess.
everybody will want you on. Okay, if it was Tom Brady right now and he did something crazy, people, let me get him on right now.
Yeah.
What was going through your mind when you said that?
The difference is for some reason they'd find a way to not be able to take Tom Brady's job type shit. He'd probably lose some shit. Well, I don't know.
I
It
mean,
depends
Antonio
on what.
Brown has gotten quite a few chances at this point, I feel like.
That is fair. He definitely has. I don't know what came of this last time. Like, I still don't know what happened in the locker room and like why he walked off. Maybe I can find out while you speak.
Yeah, no, I think it's insane. You can basically, like, there's so many avenues if you have a following or if you're big. You could basically fuck up, and then you're going to get an opportunity somewhere else to shine, you know? Let's say, for instance, he just dropped a book on CTE, right? Honestly, this would be his big break. If he dropped a book on how CTE affects football players, and then he made a big scene mid-game.
Damn, what the fuck? It says that, well, this is from his perspective. It said Antonio Brown says he was thrown out for refusing to play with a painful injury. Wide receiver says he was injured and in extreme pain, but ordered to play anyways before he left the field mid-game Sunday. That's kind of fucked up.
If that is the case, yeah.
If he was actually pretty injured and actually in pain, and they said, "Nah, you got to play anyways," I mean, I get it, but also, like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
you're asking me to maybe put my career on the line right now. I'd rather walk off and put my career on the line with a great, like, chance of not being that injured. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, if he's injured, that could potentially be the rest of his career. If he walks
If-
off,
if
that could
he-
potentially be the rest of his career.
Right, but he at least knows
Obviously
he's not.
though.
He's not. He walks off with it, I guess, as good of a health as he can. You know what I mean? If he
Yeah.
walks onto the field and fucks his shit off, that could be like a year-long recovery.
Now
you
he's
know?
on podcast and hanging out with Kanye, bro. Honestly, it would have been awesome though
I mean, I'm
if
happy
he
for him.
had
Fuck
written a
yeah.
book about CTE and how it affects football players, then made a
Dude.
scene, walked off, got on the podcast, and then promoted his new
book.
book.
Bro,
That would be next level. That's next level
Dude.
marketing.
let's go. What if he does write a book?
He should. I mean, he wouldn't write it, but
He writes a book called Walking Tall.
what would it be about?
Just him leaving the field because he
Just walking tall.
just walking tall, dude. Because that was the movie with The Rock.
Yeah, that was the one though where it was the casino taking over the town. There was
He was
illegal
like
stuff
the-
going on.
Yeah, he was.
He was the judge and the jury.
He was the judge and the jury. Dude, that movie's actually really good. I actually fucked with it. It
No,
probably
yeah, I
wasn't
liked it.
like great, like as far as in comparison to all the movies all time, but I fucked with it.
I mean, it was a good movie. Early on in his career, he had some bangers. Cannot lie, dude.
Hell yeah, dude.
So recently, this has to do with our podcast as well. I was watching some videos. The way I said that, I was like, I was watching. I was watching some video. But so do you know who?
Poo Poo Magoo.
Nah, dude, I already forgot his name. But he was on he worked for Mr. Beast. You probably won't know his name either.
Who the fuck is Mr. Beast?
He's like a really, really big YouTuber. Dude's
Okay.
huge. Like he did the Squid Game.
Okay.
I don't know if you know him. Still, you have no idea. He does a bunch of big stuff. He used to do like experiments, or he would do whoever holds their hand on this
But you're saying the dude you're talking about is somebody that was
worked
works
for him.
with him?
Like, well, essentially he was a streamer first. Worked for 2 years. Got no notice really at all.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I mean, I feel like if anyone who watches him sees this, they're gonna be pissed off because he has a very strong fan base. But because like, you don't know so and so, but he basically got a job as an editor on Mr. Beast's team, right? Edited all the videos, and then from there, so his friend, like the dude who does the streams, I want to figure out his name right now because I don't want to be mean. I want to call him by his name. Give him some credit 'cause it's just rude not to.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out like who you're talking about.
Dude, he's only 23. Holy
is
shit.
it
He
Garrett
looks old as
Rogers
fuck.
or is it?
Carl.
It's Carl.
His name's Carl.
Okay, Carl Jacobs.
Yeah, that's him. You found him?
Yeah.
So he was a streamer, and then his friend was like, "Hey, dude, would you like to come out here? I work for Mr. Beast. We have an opening if you want to come." And then so told Mr. Beast, and he was like, "Yeah, dude, get your friend over here." So he worked as an editor. He wasn't really in any videos, but then he had an opening. He's like, "You want to be in one video?" And he knew how the editing worked. So he basically told himself, "Hey, I just need to be in the video for an extended period of time and just do certain things." And he did his own video log during the videos as well, like videoing himself during certain parts so people could see that as well. And he knew what would make the cuts and what wouldn't. So he basically got in the videos and became a part of the team. And like from there, people loved him, People started to love him as there, and his Twitch went crazy. Cuz he still kept doing like he would go and do an all-day thing with Mr. Beast, right? They would shoot these videos for 12 hours a day. And then he would go home and he would just stream
Damn.
for however long, like hours on end, and then wake up and do the shit over again. And even Mr. Beast's like, "Fuck, I don't know how he did that. I'd be exhausted after the whole day that we were doing
Right.
these YouTube videos." And then you're gonna go home and continue to just basically do this job again, second job. But he's gained such a following now that his community is like one of the strongest Twitch communities. I think he's top 3 at all time
Damn, for real?
for right now. Yeah.
He's only 23.
Who? Mr. Beast is 23.
No, Carl
how-
Jacobs.
How old is Carl Jacobs? He's 23 also?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Damn.
Turns 24 in July.
They're our age, pretty much. It's kind of wild. Mr. Beast is 23. What the fuck, bro? That dude looks like he's 30. Holy shit. Good for him, though. But, I mean, dude, it's crazy to think. I mean, they have a whole team for sure, so that they're lucky. You know what I mean? I wonder if he was gifted money. He had to have been. I feel like he had to have been. He's a philanthropist, basically, at this point. That's what he's titled as. It makes sense, though, because he's like, "I'll donate this money to so-and-so, whatever, after I'm done with this video."
That's dope.
Probably gets him more money. Dude, he spent Dude, he's 23, and I'm going to see how much the Squid Game thing costs.
So he did like a video on Squid Game, or is it like a reenactment, or
He built the whole thing.
oh, he built like the whole stage and everything, or what thing?
Yeah, he built the whole, yeah, you never watched Squid Game, did
No.
you? Yeah. So, I mean, so there was like different, holy shit. Production cost $3.5 million.
Jesus.
Doing napkin math, I don't know what that means. That would mean Netflix spent about 43, I think that's, oh no, okay, yeah. That would mean Netflix spent about $43,500 for each screen time minute of Squid Game.
So wait.
But Donaldson, who is Mr. Beast, spent
Damn.
$134,600 for each minute of his YouTube adaptation.
Damn shit. I'm over here thinking that he made an adaptation. Oh, he did make an adaptation. I'm
Like he rebuilt the entire.
okay. Rebuilt. Okay,
He
so
rebuilt everything.
whenever you just read that, I was like, oh damn. So he built the one for the Netflix show.
Oh no.
He rebuilt it,
It all
and
is.
it cost more. Like,
And they did like a video on all of it. Yeah.
holy shit! Damn, I
Yeah.
gotta watch that shit.
Yeah, it's pretty insane.
That's pretty dope.
That's what I'm saying.
That is wild though. Like
23
that's
years
a
old.
super deep investment. He has to have had a whole lot of return on that though.
Where I'm going with this though is, I was focusing on shout out Mr. Beast for sure, crazy. But like I was focusing on Carl, just the fact like he's built this strong ass community that he can do anything with now. Like you have a community that strong, bro. Your possibilities are limitless.
Yeah.
Like Cody Co can drop any dude. When we were at work, there's this. Do you remember the guy's name? The
Joshua Weissman.
Okay, nice. Joshua Wiseman, TikTok chef, comes in, and one of our coworkers was just
He's also an author apparently.
okay, sick. So he came into a place of work, and one of our other workers was so excited. He was like, "Holy shit, I love Joshua Wiseman. I watch his videos on TikTok because our coworker also loves cooking. His dream is to also open up one of his own restaurants at some point. Shout out to him. Kudos to him.
Shout out Isaac.
Yeah, Isaac's cool as fuck. Talks to him, meets him. One of our other coworkers though goes up to him, and first question was, "How was it working with Cody Co?" Imagine that, bro. Your community's everything, you know.
Yeah.
To the point where you could be so big, someone's question to you is, "Hey, how's it working with this other guy that I like instead of you?"
I mean, that's true. I feel like you got to think like some people have gone up to artists and been like, "Hey, how was it working with Drake?" And you're just like, it was fun. It was a really great experience. But like, did you like my music?
Right? Oh, that's probably happened a bunch of times
Yeah,
for
I
people.
mean,
But
nah, yeah, this dude's channel is pretty dope.
who, Mr. Beast?
No, Joshua Weissman. Yeah, I got to serve him at Whiskey Cake. Him and his family came
Oh, yeah,
in
you
for his
did serve.
birthday. He was a really like sweet, humble dude. Shout out. I don't know if this will catch his eye. Maybe we can tag him in it. But hell yeah.
Dude, he's from Houston too, I think.
No, yeah.
Holy shit.
I think he's thinking about opening up a restaurant. I forgot where he said. But hell yeah.
Wait, there's another Jonathan Wiseman?
It's Joshua.
Oh. Well, there's a Jonathan Wiseman out of Houston as well.
It's not Wiseman. It's spelled like this. Weissman.
Yeah, that's how I spelled this one.
Uh-oh.
But I did Jonathan, and he has a digital marketing company out of Houston and just podcasting shit, I think. What do you know? I'll save that for later. That's wild. No. Okay. So I was saying though, is building like being Carl like Jacobs. What are you doing over there, dude?
What?
What are you doing?
I was texting somebody back, dude. I'm listening.
You focused?
I'm focused.
Are you focused?
You don't even know what this dude's name is. You just thought I said Jonathan. Are you focused?
It's Joshua Wise. I knew it was Joshua Wiseman the whole time.
You're lying.
I knew
You know
it.
you're talking about a fucking digital marketing guy. Maybe we can hit him up, but like, come on, dude.
Saying that it's like building community. It's I mean we've always as a podcast the idea has been building like a community because as a community that's what makes us stronger as people, you know,
Yeah.
coming together and really making a difference. But I just think it's crazy how, you know, that can be used in so many different aspects these days. Like everything is about building your communities and everything. Discord, that's like the main focus of Discord now.
Yeah.
Get on Discord, it's about building your community. And I'm in a bunch of different group messages on Discord, and it's just everyone trying to fight for that now. Trying to build up your community, get people to stay, get people interested. That's a hard thing to do.
Right.
To be multifaceted too, to try to work YouTube these days, to work TikTok, to work Discord. Dude, you need a team for that shit.
Yeah. I mean, if
That
you don't
shit is
have a team,
hard.
it's difficult. It's around the clock work.
To what? You got to constantly, and it's figuring out how. Someone who's got to be focusing on all the trends at all times. Like, not so you have to hop on the trends, but so you know how to work around them and work what's best for you. Right. And then just, I mean, Discord's its own thing. You know, Discord's building your community within that, like inviting people to your Discord. And
Yeah. That's
people
true.
trying to figure out why they're even in there in the first place. Because at the Discords I'm in, it's just too much in my my opinion, it's a lot going on.
That's fair.
I think in situations where you are in certain discords, for it to be even enjoyable, you have to really enjoy whoever the person that you're in the discord with, or really enjoy whatever project it is. And it's kind of got to be more than just a business tactic, in my opinion. You got to really, people have to connect in those things, you know,
Yeah.
work together in those chats.
Yeah, but also it's a place of chaotic chat as well. Like you do have to work together, but it's also a place for things to work themselves out. I feel like for ideas to just collect and for people to work their way through these issues that we're trying to solve.
That's true.
Whether it's trying to set up an event or it's, hey, is everybody getting online tonight type shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's cool though to
whatever.
have like a community, like to be able to build a community where people come and are able to talk to other people and maybe find something to do,
Right.
work on a project together. That was something that Carl Jacobs community was big on. You know, they go on there and they have a lot of friends that they met
Right.
through the chats, and a lot of those people are their friends now. And maybe they didn't have friends before, but now they have friends that they have in real life due to that chat as well. You know,
Yeah.
that's something special off of someone just bullshitting on a video game
That's
and being
true.
goofy. You know what I mean? That's a crazy thing to think about. Someone
Yeah.
just gets on a game, starts just, you know, muttering off silly shit, and people are just watching them.
No, yeah. I mean, my girlfriend was telling me that her roommate's boyfriend's best friend.
It's a lot of things, yeah.
So her roommate's boyfriend has a best friend that they've never met. They just know each other from like playing games online together.
That's how Joel and Chance met.
Right. But that's what I'm saying is they haven't met though. It's like, but they're still like best friends. They get on like online together all the time and shit like that. And they always play together and shit. It is building a community without ever having to be in front of someone type shit.
But potentially making that happen if the case may show itself.
Yeah. True.
It's always crazy though, 'cause it's, you know, hey, don't talk to strangers, don't talk to people you meet online. And then nowadays it's, hey, those are my best friends. Let's go.
Most of the people you meet are people you met online.
But the thing is that's different is because you have such a small sample pool from the people around you
I mean, yes,
in your everyday life.
but think about like Facebook Marketplace. It's like people will say left on porch. It's like, oh, so you just want me to go to your house and just walk up to your porch? It's kind of strange. All right, I guess. Leave money under mat.
That's that is true. But I think it's easier to. What I was gonna say is, I think it's easier to make friends, you know, online in the sense of you have a larger
True.
sample pool
True, but
from. You're gonna find more people
right.
that you connect with rather than, you know.
No, yeah, I was just saying. I feel like people aren't worried about that. No,
stranger.
Strangers that you meet online.
I mean,
It's like, I mean,
Your
you're
DoorDasher, if you think about
you're
it.
sending strangers to your house like probably 3 times a day, including Amazon.
I mean, with if it's Amazon or Uber,
Ama-
DoorDash,
Right.
some people get their groceries.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That shit's convenient.
yeah. I don't
Hella
have that.
convenient.
I want that Amazon button. You just press it and your groceries get delivered.
It's just like on the wall somewhere.
Boom. All right. Due to your grocery list last time, we went ahead and just got the same shit. I don't need that anymore. I don't even know how that works. I think you're supposed to update it online.
Or no, it just listens to you through your microphone on your phone, and
It
it
just-
knows what you need.
Nah, bro. See, I'm telling you, I've been saying this. Everyone gets it wrong. That's not what it is. It doesn't listen to you on the microphone.
It listens
It's
to you.
AI incorporated. So basically, it just already knows what you're gonna want. That's how the
How?
AI systems work.
How would it already know it?
Because-
what would
'cause
the AI be
No, so basically built off of the
tethered
data,
to?
like your data.
What
Like you know
data?
how your data's sold, like things you buy, things you like, the websites you visit, all that data is stored. And like that,
So you
whenever
don't
people are like, "Oh, China's selling our data," that's legitimate, but in the sense of like they're using it, and that's how the advertisements actually are so accurate most of the time. Is because based off of all the data that it's gotten, based off of what you purchased, based off of what you looked at, based off what you bookmarked, it kind of takes all that, and it's able to get almost to the point now
Isn't it
to
like,
where it's like another you
isn't it
based
kinda,
off of all the things. So it's like that's what I'm saying is like
isn't it
is it,
kind of proven that like Alexa's listen to like everything and
Oh,
like.
yeah, she stores all that, too.
and Don't your phones do the same thing?
Yeah, but it's to store just to store.
So what I was saying would be also true.
I mean, yeah.
I said, no, you gotta understand. It's not the microphones. It's the AI. Shit, man. Hell yeah.
We're
dude.
the aliens, man.
We're the aliens, man. If we were natural to this earth, then why do we get hot in the summer, dude?
Oh, fuck you, dude. Whatever, though.
Whatever, though.
Yeah, my point being that it is the AI, though.
We are the aliens.
No, is that, like, it's, like, the ads are so on pars because it just knows most of the time what you might want or what you're looking for. Because they have another you, basically.
Or I'm snitching on you to Amazon and you're snitching on me.
Yeah, everyone's just giving
Everyone's a snitch.
everybody's data is what we're getting.
Dude.
Like, do you remember? No, I was just thinking about. Do you remember whenever Megan Thee Stallion did the beach cleanup?
No.
Damn, dude.
For real?
Yeah, bro, she did a beach cleanup.
Were you there?
I was not. I don't remember where it was.
I don't
I think I worked
remember.
that day. I work every day, so it's kind of hard for me to.
I don't remember that.
She did a beach cleanup. It was a hottie beach cleanup. So people met up and they cleaned the beach. Because she was like, I want to do more things to help. That was the last thing I remember that she did. But I mean, it was something. So I'll count it. But my point is, when you have such a big following or a group, you can make a change. I'm not saying how big it. At this point, I don't even know what making a change really means. Because I mean,
I think
we're all trying to play our part, but I don't know how many people have to play their part in order for it to matter.
right, I guess, but I think the idea is just coming together and doing almost anything to restore the world to like from what we've done to it, because relatively no one's doing that. They literally a part of having to pay tickets or have to go to jail is like community service, where they have you like make you go clean up type shit. That's how much nobody's doing that shit. So like I feel like any
It says punishment.
right. So relatively I feel like any movement in that direction is making a change because no one else is doing it. Whether you're making an impact is a different question, but I think any step into that direction of trying to help the problem that we've created, one of many at least,
Yeah, no.
is making a change of some sort.
What I'm saying is if you're one person, one
Might not
person,
have an impact.
I do believe one person can change the world. It might though. It's just the sense of you're sitting there every day. I'm not gonna litter or I'm gonna recycle, right?
Right.
And you have all these other people. It's not a reason not to. Don't get me wrong. It's
Right.
not something where you should be like, oh, everyone else isn't doing it. I shouldn't do it.
Right.
But it's just whenever you are just one person not littering, or you are one person going vegan, or you are one person just doing this, it's kind of hard to be like, can I even really make a dent? I think you can, but it's getting enough people on board with it. Like, one person can make a difference, but that one person has to also make a difference in the sense of, like, getting other people to believe in whatever that case may be in their cause. I mean, right now, KFC has vegan wings,
I mean, that's dope. I wouldn't
plant-based
say
wings.
I wouldn't say, like, in my opinion, when you're talking about, like, making a change, I guess going vegan might make a change for, like, you, but I feel like getting other people to go vegan wouldn't really, like, have an impact on the world.
If everyone went vegan,
Yeah.
it wouldn't have a huge impact.
How?
I mean, there'd probably be way more. I mean, we'd see a shift in like more like a produce being out rather than like meats and shit. Like meats is the The fact that you said how, do you pay attention to anything? This is where
I don't know. I want you to explain it to me because it's I don't think that makes sense. I feel
do you
like
know that like hefty amount of our pollution in the air is due to like meat production? And
Well, yeah. I
consumption?
mean, I'm not saying I
So
agree with factory farming, but I also can't necessarily say that you need to go vegan to prevent from factory
No,
farming.
what you said was if everyone went vegan, you wouldn't see how that would make a difference.
I didn't say I didn't see how it would make a difference. I said I don't see how it would make an impact on the world.
There would be a huge impact on the fact that no one's eating meat. That's an impact.
In what way? So that pollution is still going to exist because these farms are still existing. I mean, you're talking about like if
no one's
everyone
eating
went
meat.
vegan, then maybe you're talking about like 10 to 15 years down the line once all of the meat production and also like other non-vegan productions that go on in factory farming currently die out and are taken over by this other new form of eating, then at that point you might see an impact down the line, but also that's a lot of ifs.
That's true. I think the idea is to reduce as much as you can, though. You know what I mean? Reduce emissions. It's just like
Because can you mass produce the way vegan food, the way that factory farming mass produces food?
I mean, it's called self-sustainability. Just grow your own
Well,
shit.
that's not available in America because people are lazy as fuck and fat as shit and enjoy fucking McDonald's hamburgers for the majority. I mean, like, I'm not saying it's healthy for them or good for them or that, but what I'm saying is you're asking people to now give a fuck about not just their bodies, the world around them, and have to work for giving a fuck about that shit. And most people aren't willing to do that. A lot of people aren't willing to do that because they're already so far gone into this thought process that overconsumption is the way to go.
I mean, you're kind of born into it.
Yeah.
You're born into this idea.
Here,
of what,
at least.
Yeah, you're born into I hate to say it, the cog in the machine, though. You're just born into, like, the cycle of buying and selling and selling and buying. But, I mean, regardless, I think the fact is reduce emissions or reduce whatever you are capable of reducing, whatever the case may be, little by little.
And I'm not saying we shouldn't do that. I'm just saying, like, how would we convince the world that being self-sustainable and going vegan, or maybe even just being self-sustainable at all, how could you convince a whole, not even the world, at least just a country full of people that are so, like you said, born into this ideal that you work for money so that you can spend the money on things so that you can have things or eat things or sleep in things and drive things and wear things. It's like that's the world that we're born into because of the climate, I guess, of the country that we're in, where like you said, over consumerism is just like being a cog in the machine. You just don't know anything else but that.
Yeah, I think it's crazy to think like everyone not everyone, I lied. There's a whole group of society who thinks like making a change and caring is stupid, which I don't get that at all. No, I get like it sucks to change and it sucks to make a difference to your lifestyle, but for people to be like, oh, you care about the environment, you fucking loser. That kind of will never make sense to me.
I mean, like the type of guy that like.
Oh, you're healthy and
the type of guy that has a big diesel truck and like it blows out black exhaust because he likes it like that.
And he eats meat only.
I mean,
probably.
I'm not gonna say I hate. Like I can't hold people that eat meat only. I mean, there's people with certain diseases that have taken the carnivore diet that have seen less. I think it was like psoriasis and stuff like that.
I mean, yeah, you can also. I mean, same thing with veganism.
I mean, I think it was Jordan Peterson and his daughter was on a podcast talking about how she tried veganism, it fucked her up, and then she went on the carnivore diet and it like worked a lot
psoriasis?
better. It was some level. I don't know if it was psoriasis. It was some disease though.
Do you know Temez that we work with?
Yeah.
Also has psoriasis.
Michael Temez?
Also has psoriasis. I mean, a mostly vegan diet for him almost cures it. I also know someone else that had asthma that also went almost vegan that cures it. You know, asthma is just an allergic reaction to certain foods and shit that you eat. So you're just allergic to certain things that your body consumes. Essentially, I'm not saying veganism will cure anything. I'm not saying only meat diet will cure anything. It really all depends on what your body is able and
But you did just
take-
say that somebody that eats all meat could be
I-
described as an
I'm
asshole.
saying someone who is. What I'm saying is that someone who's like only meat is the way to go, and
what if
all
their
meat.
body didn't ask for that?
But that's not for everybody. For you to say that's the only way is
Maybe
dumb.
veganism's not for everybody.
it's not.
So for you to say that's the only way,
I
you'd be dumb.
wouldn't. I didn't.
You did. You
No.
said if the whole
I'm-
world was vegan, then everything would be great.
No, I didn't. I said it would make an impact. You said
what
it.
impact?
You
what
said
kind of impact?
I told you that there would not be meat factory farming. I would not once I was like.
but would there
that's
be
the idea.
factory farming of this veganism and I'm not saying farming necessarily, but like what I'm saying is what type of whenever you talk about mass producing food for 330 million people, if it's all vegan food, how do you mass produce that? And what does that dictate? What does that call for? Is it
I mean-
just like a fuck ton of like workers slaving away in a factory trying to like make this shit and hating their lives, or is it some other level of like scientific like work and what's like lab work? Like what are we talking about
I have
here?
no idea. None
No,
of that has
like-
anything to do with my point. My point originally from the start you had asked
Well, my
was-
point is that
was that I mean
it'll get rid
one
of factory
person
farming.
can make a change, and that inevitably it's to reduce certain things. And by
My-
what I was
my
saying is
point
that like
is that-
even if that case
yes.
is veganism and people say go vegan, you can say it
No.
wouldn't make a change. But now the fact that KFC, the chicken place, has plant-based chicken, I would say that that's a game changer. Because
I don't
fuck
think
are
so.
we
I think
doing?
that's just like a business plan. That's like fucking a burger place selling a Beyond Burger. They just know that someone's gonna walk in and not like beef.
exactly.
But that's just a business plan. What are you saying
yeah,
exactly
so,
about?
Exactly. So if no more people wanted to eat meat, they're gonna cut that business plan because it's not working, and incorporate this new business plan in which
Fuck
everyone
no.
eats vegetables.
So look, hear me out. What I'm saying is that you may get rid of factory farming in that, but it's like closing one door and another one opens. And if you don't know what that opens, then how can you speak on it being a good door to open? That's what I'm trying to say.
People don't have to look. What I'm saying is
How-
making a change is important for the better. I think deciding on what's better is the problem here for a lot of people. Eating only meat diets is probably not the best for most people. Eating all vegan diets
But-
is probably also not the best for most people. If we're being honest.
What are we saying?
What are you saying? I've been saying the same thing
What
from the start.
My point from the start was that if you're talking about one man can change the world, and you're talking about how much impact and you can't include veganism. I feel like that's just like the same thing as talking about religion, as in that type of conversation.
I mean, in a sense, I would say, look, veganism helps a lot of people, but for it to be like a renowned thing and people to put it in their like bios, it definitely is in a sense like a cultism religion. Some people are just doing it because they feel better about themselves.
So how does that create a similar impact on the world, like fucking doing a beach cleanup or trying to
Hey, that's
save
important.
energy or
That's
maybe
good too.
conserve water?
Is
Like
it not
those are
good?
all good things.
Okay.
But like when you talk about like when you throw veganism into that, I'm like, okay, so I guess maybe going to church on Sundays too. Like what are we talking
I
about,
feel
bro?
like you're just a hater of people who eat only plant-based
No,
diets.
I'm
but
no. What I am, I'm not a hater of any
I'm not-
any type of diets. What
I'm
I am
unbiased. This man hates people
Oh
who are
my God.
vegan. So it's-
I have no opinion. My thing is I don't enjoy whenever people try to force their opinion on you. Whenever people say that, like you said,
That's what you were doing to me just now.
no, it's not.
Because you were like, well, what did you
I said some people,
Meat.
like you said, I said dictate an asshole. You mentioned somebody that only eats meat. I was like, how can you throw that in there whenever that helps somebody with
Yeah.
some of their diseases? Like you don't know everybody's body, and then you followed up and said that exact same
Look,
thing.
Look,
So hold on.
Or I'll specify more detail.
I'll specify in more detail. Fuck you. How about that, dog?
You like apples?
How about them?
How about
apples?
them apples? But okay, I'm just saying. All right, if you're eating only meat and it's not due to like a dietary restriction because your body can't handle things, I think a balanced diet, what we were taught originally in school before they changed the pyramid and put sugars and sweets at the top. Cause
Well,
those-
that one still had like grains and wheat at the bottom.
You
Those
should-
aren't really great for you, like for the most
it's
part.
immodest. You're supposed to have like a certain amount of.
But they were at the bottom. That's the most. That's what I'm saying.
some grains are good for you.
I'm not saying they're not, but for that to be the majority of your diet, and you're having all these other
The
things
veggies
above
and
that,
stuff.
veggies
That's
and fucking
true.
fruits, dairy,
has taught us otherwise since then.
poultry, and fucking meats and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Also, dairy isn't as
oh,
good for you now as we
well,
once
that's
thought
what I'm
it
saying,
was,
it's like-
dude. Things have changed.
Things have changed, but what I'm also that was my original point is like talking about diets whenever you're talking about people changing the world, one man can change the world. I don't think that has anything to do with actually making an impact on the world. You
your
might
body
be making
is
an
your
impact on
temple.
yourself, and you might be able to push your diet on someone else.
To change the
But
world, you must
relatively, the
first
only
start with
impact you're
yourself.
having is the impact to the proteins in your body.
Your
Whether
body
you're
is your
getting more or
temple.
less.
Your body's your temple. To
It
change
is
the
your
world, you
temple.
should first focus inward,
Right.
starting with your body. Get your body right. Get your mind right. Get your soul right.
Yeah, just never leave your house. Meditate for 17 hours a day.
But you should also get exercise. It's your body's important.
No, you're exercising in your mind.
And changing the world. Now it's fuck you. My point stands though. Is
His-
that you have the ability to, I mean, really, but also where I was going is like it depends on what we consider a change in the right direction. Because if you have enough followers these days, you could say, "Fuck the pollution." You could be like the movie "Don't Look Up." Don't look up. You're right, President. Don't look up. Oh shit, there's a meteor coming right there.
Real shit.
You were lying to us the whole time.
I mean, relatively.
If you have enough followers, honestly, President Trump, honestly,
I was about to
having
say,
that many, he had a bunch of
I
followers.
was about to
if you
say
think-
that. I was about
like-
to say relatively. President Trump did exactly that.
First
like,
influencer as a president, I
yeah.
guess. Well, I mean, there was other
Reagan. maybe.
Reagan, but like,
Before influencers were influencers.
but he didn't have Twitter. You know what I mean? Come on.
That's what dude, how like subtle were the like licks back in the day without like the internet, you know what I mean? Like you had to catch somebody at a press conference and they couldn't hit you back to like
I mean,
another
even
press
further back, there was
conference.
duels, so
That's true.
they shot each other. Who was it? Andrew Jackson, somebody else? They dueled and they died.
Well, he died.
He won, but he also died.
I
He
thought
killed the other person.
I thought he lost.
No, he won. I think.
I don't remember.
This isn't a
I'm sure he
history
won a
podcast.
few ones. I'm sure he won a few duels, but I don't know about the one that he died on. I'm not really sure. I do know he's on the one of the dollar bills. It's the 10 or the 20. It's 20, right? I think it's the 20. Is that how many kills he had in duels? 20 kills?
Yeah, future President Andrew Jackson kills a man who accused him of cheating on a horse race bet and then insulted his wife racial.
So he was a degenerate gambler.
He was a
Great.
hardcore duelist. Throughout his lifetime, he fought at least 1 in 3 duels, most of them regarding his wife's honor. I feel like that says so. His wife was probably on some. My husband, so and so.
My husband will kill you right now, motherfucker.
They're like, "Fuck you, bitch." And he said, "What'd you just say?" Hey, he must have been a good duelist. I bet
Hey,
it was hardcore duelist.
He had 3 kills. He had a 3-piece. No chicken nuggets. Straight legs. No drums.
It was 1806 was the duel when he almost died. He got injured.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
How'd he die?
I don't fucking.
I'm pretty sure he. I thought he died in a duel. But I might be wrong. Maybe it's just
He was
a
brought to
simulation.
the Hermitage in May 1814 in part as a playmate for Andrew Jackson Jr. In ill health much of his life, he died as a teenager. No,
What?
what's that? Was he what?
He died as a teenager?
I don't think so. No, he developed severe edema, dropsy in the parlance of the day, a symptom of congestive heart failure.
Oh,
He
okay.
was 78. That man survived all his duels.
Damn.
He's a badass.
He was
He was-
fucking undefeated.
He was quick with the gun, bro. He
He's
couldn't.
undefeated out
Andrew
here.
Jackson was a badass.
What a legend, bro. Absolute legend.
Yeah, no, but these days, I think in order to, it's weird how things have shifted, but in order to really make a change, it's
You
not.
just gotta duel a
That's
few people.
yeah. I mean, you should still
Duel.
not deterring anybody. Still sign up for STEM classes. We still need mathematics people. We still need science people out there to do these jobs. But if we're gonna be honest, the real people that have the ability to make the change due to the shifting tides are influencers, gamers, podcasters,
Musicians,
musicians. Their communities are
athletes.
real shit though. Like I'm telling you, like if they were, let's go out there today, they might lose some of their followers. They're like, I don't watch you, you piece of shit, to tell me to eat better.
Yeah, I mean that's the crazy part is that like you could have 3 million followers and half of them could really be just like either bots or people that like don't leave their house and are just like following you so they can hate on your page and shit.
I used to have those people too, but
It's just weird how the internet is set up nowadays.
I think it's gives you all ample opportunity to really build a community or build what you want. It's just it's that shit's not.
I feel like it gives you a lot of opportunity to build a structure for a community, and like you can put what you want into that structure, but once it's created and built, it's completely uncontrollable.
Interesting. It is out of your hands at a certain point, though. What happens within it? Because you could build a community and set these guidelines, and then people.
Fuck was that noise?
Dude, I, have no idea. I mean, that was something driving by. I feel like, who knows?
Sorry to interrupt you. That shit freaked me out.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah,
oh my
no,
god.
it might have been upstairs. The washer and dryer's right there too.
On the other side.
Is it?
Yeah, there's a setup just like ours upstairs.
Oh shit. Well, no, for real though. Everyone has a like capability these days. You're smiling. You scared me with that. I don't know. Everyone has the capability of building something for themselves. These
And
days.
also pooping their pants.
Yeah.
So, drink that coffee, smoke that cigarette, and then don't
Into the
go-
metaverse.
don't sit on the toilet.
Don't
shit your
don't
pants.
drink. I mean, don't smoke a cigarette.
Shit your pants.
Don't smoke cigarettes. I don't know. I guess in a way too. I just feel like if life is so shitty. I mean, if you want to give into your vices,
Yeah.
not all of them. Sometimes.
Not all of them, dude. Every Vice City, bitch.
Vice is a
Grand Theft Auto.
no,
Miami Vice.
maybe. I think we could wrap it up there. Just remember,
You want to wrap it on up?
remember,
like
knowledge
a
is the
Doofel's
key.
bag?
The key to building a community: knowledge,
Power.
power,
Strength.
fucker mentally.
Don't forget that step. That's an important
That's
one.
the important one.
Buy a Doofel's bag and then mail it to us.
Just be stupid, honestly. That'll build your brand. And you know what? Don't support anything worthwhile. I'm kidding. Show
No,
some-
wait, no, he's not kidding. That's good.
That's
Put that
that
on
the
a,
kicker.
Put that on a T-shirt.
Doofles, what do you think?
Put it on a T-shirt.
Put it on. Dude, no, I had an idea for a T-shirt. It was
Don't tell
Not-
the people. No,
knowledge. I'm horny. No, it was just gonna say horny for knowledge.
horny for knowledge, and then like it has like the horns. Like it's like a circle, and it says horny for knowledge, and it just has like horns coming out.
Nah, it was gonna be horny for knowledge, and it was gonna be someone fucking a book.
Hell yeah! And then a unicorn on the back. A unicorn
Dude.
fucking a book.
Dude, a unicorn with its
Fucking a
horn in a
book.
book.
Hell yeah!
Horny for knowledge.
Horny for knowledge. That's fire.
That might be the winning lotto ticket right there. That might be the
ticket of the lotto.
That might be the one. All right, no, but remember, everyone, show some love out there. Hey, if you're part of this community, we're about growing, learning, knowledge,
Power,
strength. Hey, show some people some love out there though, for real. Don't forget to do something you love today. Don't forget to show others some compassion. Life sucks sometimes, a lot of times, but it can be better, and we can go vegan. That's the that was the.
I love you guys. Stay tuned. We got a lot of crazy shit coming. Apparently, we got a T-shirt on the way. Fuck yeah.
Everyone, take care. This has been Fine and Danny. We're blasting off like Jimmy Neutron.
Like, comment, subscribe. Take it easy. Have a great week.
Laters.